Being raised by a narcissistic parent can be an incredibly difficult experience that can leave lasting emotional scars. As adults, we may find ourselves getting triggered by certain situations and people in ways that we can't quite explain. These triggers can be especially overwhelming, and it can be difficult to understand why we react the way that we do. Triggers are situations or people that remind us of past experiences, and they can cause an intense emotional reaction. Emotional flashbacks are similar to triggers, but they're even more intense, and they can last for hours or even days. Both triggers and emotional flashbacks can be incredibly overwhelming and can interfere with our daily lives. Adults who grew up with a narcissistic parent may be triggered by situations that remind them of their childhood experiences. For example, a coworker who reminds them of their parents' controlling behavior may trigger feelings of anger and frustration. Alternatively, a situation where they feel ignored or invalidated may trigger feelings of shame and unworthiness. As adults, it's important to recognize the emotional triggers of our past and how they may be affecting our present. These triggers can manifest in a variety of ways, such as feelings of anger or anxiety, difficulty trusting others, and an overwhelming desire for validation and approval. One of the most important things we can do is to identify our triggers and understand why they are so powerful. Coping with triggers and learning to regulate our emotions is vital for our emotional and psychological well being. For those who grew up with a narcissistic parent, emotional regulation may be especially difficult, which is why having support and a framework to learn these skills is so essential to healing. By getting support and understanding the impact of narcissistic parenting, identifying our triggers, and developing healthy coping mechanisms, we can begin to heal and start building our biggest and best life.